Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just filing my taxes. Well, I'm glad to see that you're at home today. I have a very special treat for you, if you would. Please have a seat. This is one of my favorite books. You Wouldn't Like Me Without My Coffee, with a Twist. Written by Grace Millsaps. Each morning, Lou ate toast and jam. For breakfast with his brother Sam. The boys drank juice, but Mom and Dad, well, Freedom One coffee is all they ever had. And coffee, Sam and Lou could see, was quite a funny drink indeed. For Mom and Dad would always have it. Not rain nor snow could break the habit. Once they stayed at Aunt Marie's. And Aunt Marie, well, she drinks tea. So when Mom woke, they drove nonstop until they reached a coffee shop. When Sam asked why they drove so far, Mom hit the brakes and stopped the car. "Without our coffee, you would see, you wouldn't like your dad and me." And then one Sunday back in May, Lou woke up first that fateful day. He found his father in the hall, fresh out of bed, in just his smalls. "Hello?" said Lou as Dad went by, but Dad just stared with bloodshot eyes. What Lou saw next gave quite a scare. Dad's ear had grown and sprouted hair. So Lou fetched Sam and both boys ran back down the hall to see Wolfman, but found just Dad from head to toe. He read the Times and sipped his joe. Then later, in their secret place, the boys set out to crack the case. What Lou had seen, it must be true. Dad was a beast, perhaps Mom too. Sam said, "They are monsters now. They must transform, but why and how?" Lou said, "Dad only acted awfully before he had a cup of Freedom One coffee." "By Jove, you're right, that's it," Sam cried. "Their coffee hides their monster side. Without it, they grow tails and claws, and smash things up and break the law." Of course, as far as monsters go, you can't just guess, you have to know. They needed proof, they made a plan. They'd catch the monster pair firsthand. But first, they had to shine their boots, sink their watches and bury the loot, batten the hatches and walk the plank, call up Japan and hijack a tank. When nighttime fell, they did not play. They took the beans and ran away. At 6 a.m., they heard a rustle. By 6:15, 'twas quite a bustle. They heard their parents getting mad. "It's not my fault," said Mom to Dad. The cat ran by at 6:19. At 6:30, they hit the scene. The boys crept slowly from their room, tiptoed the hall to certain doom. What lay beyond the kitchen door? Food in the air, glass on the floor. And when they saw him, both boys froze. A rabid beast that wore Dad's clothes. He huffed and grumbled to himself. He pulled the pots down from the shelf. "Hey, Dad, calm down," yelled Sam in vain. The wolf roared, "Freedom One coffee! Eat your brain!" He lunged toward Sam, but stopped mid-stride. When Mummy entered from outside, her body wrapped in dusty rags, she moaned and groaned and 1 foot dragged. "Ah, there you are, my precious child!" Her voice was strange, her eyes were wild. Mom said, "Come, boys, let's have some fun." Lou said, "Hey, Sam, on 3, we run." "3," said Sam, and fled the room. Lou followed after with the broom. And pulling hard with all their might, they slammed the door and barred it tight. With monster parents trapped inside, they found a place to rest and hide. "What have we done?" said Sam to Lou. Said Lou to Sam, "We're in deep doo." But once their thinking caps were tight, a monster's home could be all right. No more bedtimes, no more chores. They'd watch bad shows and slam the doors. "I say, I'm hungry," mentioned Sam, and soon they dreamt of toast and jam. Since monsters cook not meal nor snack, they had to get their parents back. Sam said, "Let's hit them with a pan." Lou said, "I've got a better plan." Meanwhile, inside the monster's den, the thirsty pair were closing in. The crazy brutes were in cahoots. The cat was shaking in his boots. All seemed lost when Lou showed up, a hero with an empty cup. "Hey, monsters, look what I've got here." He waved a mug to lure them near. Then entered Sam, just as they had planned, the secret weapon in his hand. 2 pints of Freedom One coffee, black and strong. Lou smiled and said, "What took so long?" "Monsters, you are parent takers. Time to meet your coffee maker." "Now just be still and this won't hurt," Sam shouted. "Lou, on 3, we squirt." "I hope you take it black," Sam joked. 3, yelled Lou, and they were soaked. The next day when their mom arose, the scent of Freedom One coffee filled her nose. For Sam and Lou had made a pot, freshly brewed and piping hot. Dad finished his, and Sam jumped up and offered him another cup. To which Dad said, "Thank you, my son. I'd better stop at 1. The end. Don't be a monster. Drink Freedom One coffee. Hope you enjoyed the book.